Guess who's back?
Back again.
It's Rhys and Grace.
Tell a friend.
You know what? In fact, tell everybody. Because Smoke News is back.
Woo.
With the sole purpose of bringing you the news concerning your university campuses.
Of which there are 5. Well, 4.5.
Oh, do tell, Grace.
Well, there's me from Harrow, which is basically up north.
Very true.
Then we have Cavendish, where the scientific minds gather.
Eureka.
Then we got the Marylebone campus, where we are right now, the home of the architects and mini tycoons.
You're
and
fired.
finally, the lucky ones at Regent Street with Oxford Street right on their door. You jammy!
And Little Titchfield Street, a mini campus. Part of Regent's campus, actually. Sort of like the moon to Regent's planet.
Yeah, why's that?
Well, LTS has a library and Regent's doesn't. Well, enough about Westminster 101.
Time for news. It's time for Smoke News.
Now, first of all, we all know that the government like to seem to be tough on immigration, but it seems they're taking things a bit too far regarding the recent deportation of several students without giving them a chance to finish their degrees.
Students and sabbatical officers around the country have decided to voice their concerns by signing a petition on the change.org website.
Viva la revolution! The petition aims to protect the rights of their international students and prevent the government from ripping them off.
We all know that Westminster is a very international university, and even if you yourself are not from a foreign country, you most definitely have a friend who is. So, if you feel the same way or want to find out more about this petition, check out the link below.
Now, as we've already mentioned, we are in the beautiful Marylebone campus.
It's beautiful.
It is, which is ruled by the right and occasionally honourable VP Jayesh.
We thought we'd take the time to get up close and personal with our returning VP.
Oh, who was it this time, Grace?
You know what? I can't quite remember. I think his name begins with an X.
You know what? I keep forgetting that there are other people on the Smoke News team apart from us.
So I'm here with Jayesh Gohil, the Vice President of the Marylebone campus, and we just want to see what he's been getting up to. So Jay, what's been going on?
There's been quite a lot going on. As you can look around you, I've been working on semester 1 exams. Big progress made on that. Lockers, student lockers, laptop lockers, architecture studios, workshops, the vending machines. And as you can see, freshers just finished as well. So there's a good vibe around campus still.
Okay, that sounds really good. But word on the street is that there's lockers?
It's not a word on the street anymore. It's the truth.
Okay.
So yeah, finally, Health and Safety Department has approved the use of lockers. So they're going to be installing them in the next 9 to 14 days. So they're going to be downstairs in P1 level. So students will be promoting it for students anyway. So if anyone's coming to ask questions, we can obviously let you know more about that in the office.
Okay, cool. But I mean, you seem a little tired. I mean, is there no coffee or tea machines around here?
There is. They were hard to find last year, but now that we have a tea and coffee vending machine installed right outside the library, I can get coffee and tea whenever I want now. As you know, the canteen closes at 8 p.m. and the library we have at Marylebone is 24 hours, so students were having to go off campus before, but now students can stay on campus, which is more safer and it's a cheaper option as well. So tea and coffee at your disposal.
Okay. Well, that's all great to hear, but we really want to get into the nitty and gritty here, okay? So we're going to play a little game. Marry, kiss, or kill Kardashian sisters. Go. Kim, Courtney, Khloe. We want to know. Everyone at Smoke News wants to know.
Can I not kill all 3 of them?
No, you can't. You got to marry one, you got to kiss one, and you got to kill one.
Okay, so kill's the easiest one.
Okay.
I would kill Kim.
Kim?
Kim Kardashian's gone first.
Okay, so we're going to kill Kim.
Killed Kim. She's dead. Her and Kanye. And
Kanye too?
I would kiss Khloe.
Nuh-uh.
And marry Courtney.
So marry Courtney, kiss Khloe, and kill Kim. Okay then. Thanks so much for the interview, Jayesh, and nice to hear what's going on around the campus. Back to you, Gretchen and TJ.
Well played, sir. Well played. And way to hit with those big questions.
Now, moving on to some dance and music. Spotify has recently teamed up with psychologist Emma Kenny to come up with the perfect school day playlist.
Organised by times a day and based on the right tempo and lyrics and emotional impact of the songs, it's supposed to help you ace class. If you want to see the list for yourselves, then check out the link below. But here's a snippet of what's on the list.
Well, for the morning before school, you've got some Ed Sheeran to cheer things up a little.
Sig!
In between your morning lessons, you've got some Disclosure to liven up that time in the cafeteria, whilst you're out hugging that cup of coffee, and some Capital Cities to make your lunch break that extra bit more exciting.
You've got Jake Bugg keeping you during that long last stretch of breaks in between afternoon classes. And finally, the silky voice John Legend to accompany that chill time before bedtime.
shit, I forgot. I've got a piece of coursework to do for tonight. I really need to get that 2-1.
Well, actually, there's been an increased debate over the last 5 years about whether a 2-1 is considered not only an advantage over lower grade students, but also above those who achieved the first.
And some other person went around university to ask the students what they thought about the 2-1 golden ticket.
Yeah, we really need to sort out that name problem.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, guys, you really do. Hi, my name's Becca and I'm down here at Cavendish to see what students think about getting a 2-1 or the possibility of a first. Let's go see what they think. So, would you rather get a 2-1 and have a good social life or have a first and study more, so have less of a social life?
A first.
Why is that?
Money?
Just better, I guess you have more better job opportunities if you have a better grade, I guess.
I'd rather get a 2-1 and have more social life. Especially, I think it depends on personality. If you like an outgoing person, then you would rather get a 2-1 instead of a first.
I think I would rather have both, try to have a first and have a social life, even though it's a bit hard to get a first because you have to study a lot.
I'm sure that when studying a lot and having a social life, you can balance the two.
Personally, I think a 2-1 can be just as good as a first, but for me personally, I would rather get a first and have no social life, because where I'm going to be in the future is it's going to be important to me and my family and whatnot. So sacrificing a social life right now, to me, isn't that much of a big deal.
So that's what those guys thought. Me personally, I'd rather get a first, but I definitely think it's important to balance your work life and your social life. That's it for now. Back to you guys in the studio.
Okay, now it's time for the rundown of the biggest upcoming events. The 8th of October is a day that seems to offer some really different but equally enjoyable events.
Firstly, we've got the event organised by the Business Society, during which you all get a chance to hear some useful employability and entrepreneurship advice from Trey Azam.
If you don't know who Trey is, you definitely should. He was a finalist on the hit series The Apprentice and has recently started showcasing his mind control gadget, Mind Play.
Rhys, you're fired.
What?
Go. Go on. Bye. So, it's time to make your mind up and get yourself to the Hog Ledger Theatre at Marylebone campus this Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Come on, Rhys. I'll rehire you.
Sweet. If becoming a world-class entrepreneur is not your cup of tea, Smoke Radio's got an alternative for you. Visited by the big names from the Student Radio Association, Smoke News is hosting this year's Student Radio Association's Training Day and Nominations Party.
The training will be held at Cavendish campus from 10 in the morning. The party will go down in the Gem Bar in Soho from 7 p.m. If you wish to attend either or both of the events, contact the SRS local regional officer, Sam Parker.
Lastly, we are finishing this episode of Smoke News on a very proud note. It's October, and we all know it's Black History Month. Therefore, we proudly announce that Westminster will be hosting the Black British Academics Leaders Forum.
The forum is targeted at the higher education sector, in particular the senior management of universities. So, on this positive note, that's all we've had time for this week. Make sure you tune in next week for some more of Smoke News.
But if you can't wait until then why not tweet us? Tell us how you're doing with our first hashtag, #FirstTermFail. Simply tweet us any embarrassing or awkward things that's happened to you this term, and who knows, we may read it on the show.
Bye for now.